Hi, everybody. It's Ricky Heller from rickyheller.com. I help people with dietary restrictions learn to cook, eat, and love their food again without feeling deprived so that they can continue to heal and focus on living their best lives. And today I want to talk about a topic that comes up virtually every time I start working with a new one on one client, and that is feelings of deprivation. Because let's face it, if you're on a restricted diet, you've been told to cut a whole bunch of things out of what your regular diet consists of, and that can leave you feeling a bit deprived. And believe me, I totally get it. When I first started this diet, had to be really strict because I had really horrific candida symptoms. And I was invited to kind of a high school reunion where a bunch of about 20 friends had planned this amazing weekend away. And it was right after I started the diet, and I didn't want to say no. So I decided I was just going to go to that weekend, didn't really think about what I was going to eat. And the first night had been pre planned. We were eating in an Italian restaurant. And I hadn't realized until that moment, really, there was nothing there that I could eat. And so the evening proceeded with Ricky sitting at the table with 19 other people who were all carousing and eating pasta and pizza and eggplant parmesan and garlic bread and zucchini sticks and everything else that you can think of, glasses of red wine flowing. And there I was, not drinking, of course, with my big plate of steamed green beans because that was the only thing the chef could find that I could eat. So I definitely felt out of it. I was not only feeling deprived, I was feeling like a total outcast. And that was really a moment that was a turning point for me. And so when I talk to people and they're feeling deprived, I really do understand. But I think what happens is we need to shift the way we perceive feelings of deprivation. It makes total sense that if you're not participating in eating the same foods that you used to or that everybody else is eating, you're going to feel deprived. And recently I was talking to a woman who also at a party. She's not a client of mine, but she was saying how since she introduced these dietary restrictions that her doctor told her to follow, she's been feeling really deprived in what she eats. And she said, I just refuse to feel deprived. If I want to eat a piece of chocolate layer cake, I'm going to eat a piece of chocolate layer cake. And I just have to figure out before I eat it, what's going to be happening over the next 2 days because I know in advance that I'm going to have diarrhea for at least 2 days and I'm going to be stuck in the bathroom and I'm going to have horrible stomach cramps. I'm not going to be able to do anything else. And then I just ask myself, is it worth it? And then I eat the piece of cake. I have to tell you, I was shocked to hear that. So let me give you a slightly different spin. What if I changed the context of that statement and I said to you, I really love these earrings. They're my favorite earrings. The thing is, every time I wear them, for 2 days after that, I have blood spurting out of my ears and incredible loudness, and then I'm deaf for a couple of days. But I love these earrings, so I kind of assess if I don't have to do anything for 2 days, and then I wear the earrings, right? Or what if I said to you, my husband loves watching Breaking Bad, and he goes through these marathons of reruns. And I've tried to watch the show, and it's a great show, but so I have to really think about it before I watch it because every time I watch Breaking Bad, I have horrific nightmares that wake me up several times during the night for at least a couple of days. My heart's pounding at 200 beats a minute, and my blood pressure is through the roof. And then I start imagining that our neighbors are actually secretly meth dealers, and so I keep avoiding them, and I'm afraid to say hello to them. And then after about 2 or 3 days, that fades, and I'm back to normal. So, I have to judge what's happening during the week to be sure that I can watch the show because I love it and I don't want to miss it. So you can see where I'm going with this, right? This might be absurd examples. However, that's what we're doing with our food when we say, I'm willing to have pain and to remove myself from my daily life because I feel deprived if I don't eat that food. I think we're asking the wrong questions. Do you feel deprived if you miss out on 2 days of life with your family? If you can't go play in the park with your kids, or if you can't go see your kids' recital if they ask you to? Do you feel deprived if you can't go on vacation with your husband because you're going to be spending the whole time in the bathroom? Do you feel deprived if you can't do your favorite hobbies or see your favorite people or socialize because you feel too sick to get out of bed and your whole life is lived on the internet because you're too weak to do anything else? To me, that's deprivation. And so I think we absolutely need to shift our perspective and look at ways that we can change not only the way we think about deprivation, but of course, how we deal with our food. And so for me, what's happened is I'm now at a point where I am so far away from that plate of steamed green beans. I never feel like I'm not part of the party anymore, even though I have not veered from my anti-candida diet since 2009. And yes, I've been able to bring back some foods that I didn't eat before, but I stick 90% within the anti-candida diet about 95% of the time. And what that's done for me is 95% symptom free all the time. So to me, that's worth it. And I think we need to have a larger conversation about how we look at these changes in our diet. And so what I've done is I've been asked by so many people about how do I stick with this without feeling deprived? And I do work with people one-on-one where people get individual counseling on how to make that life shift. But what I wanted to do was bring this to more people. So I've been working on a really special program that's going to look at how people with dietary restrictions can stay within those. So if you're somebody who keeps falling off the wagon, or you find that when you're eating these foods, you feel resentment and you do feel deprived, and it sort of makes you feel like you don't want to stick with it, then this Reclaim program is for you. I want you to reclaim your food, reclaim your life, and make it easy and fun and doable for the rest of your life. So if that's something that sounds like you, I hope you will join me. I'm going to be talking more about this program as time goes on. We're looking at a March opening of registration. So if you're interested, or if you think you might want to learn more, just sign up below. I've got a special link for people to get onto a new list where you will see previews of the program, little sneak peeks. I'll be talking about what we'll be doing. And of course, you will be the first to know when the program comes out. So I hope you'll join us there. I hope this information was useful. If you liked it, please give the video a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. And even more importantly, share this with somebody that you think would benefit from this information. Okay, everybody, it's been great talking to you, and I will see you next time. Bye.